I like to ride all types of terrain, but I like to go fast, maybe a little technical, some air in there, I don't know. That's why I like mountain biking.
In my mind, I think I'm strong at Alpe d'Huez because it's a nice track that gives me a lot of energy, the nature, the mountains. It's this mixture, I think it's technical riding and physical strongness that gives me the advantage to win it.
As long as I can remember, as many times as I've broken myself up or been sick, and I don't mean a cold, I mean priest standing at the end of your bed. Anytime I could throw my leg over a bike and roll a little bit, I knew things were going to be okay.
There's always big prize purses in big contests like the Qashqai, Kranked, all in big contests out there, do the slopestyle. So for a lot of riders, especially me, it pushes me into getting into them contests because you know you're going to be throwing down your biggest tricks in front of all the crowd, but also if you're getting in the top 3, you're going to be winning a big prize purse. So you can be going home buying your new cars, you can go home and buy some nice bling, for whatever you need.
Honestly, couldn't be much happier with it. I didn't think the Hutch bike would ride so well on a downhill track, but it really does. I think I found something pretty good, and I'm so happy with my bike, and I'm happy with where I'm riding.
The backhand's a little more active to what I'm used to, so that's pretty nice on some of the smaller bumps and the rougher stuff. Kind of brought a fresh bit of life into riding again to be on a new bike.
To get to the level that we're at, you got to have other people to ride with and push you. And because if you see one person do something, I can do that, and I could do this too. I can do something better. And then we've all got friendly rivals, and we just go back and forth, and it's just like we're just putting on a show for each other, and just it's fun.
Basically, my riding style is like a leopard. It's good when you turn up at a competition and the other riders know who you are and know what you're capable of. My goals are to be the best, in contest. This year I mainly focused on doing competition. For me, that's the coolest thing ever. Got my name out there, and I think when you put on pressure to other riders, you can kind of relax more, and when you relax, that's when the best riding comes out of the person.
Oh, I got it. I got the reason why I like mountain biking so much. It just dawned upon me. It's because the reason these things are so good is because they're so connected to the ground. Every little terrain feature you feel throughout the whole bike, through your whole body. And you can change what you do to, get through the section. Being that connected makes you really fast, you're light on your feet. And, in my mind, this is the best machine that I could possibly take down a hill. It's the fastest two-wheel drift machine you can get.
My bike is sick. Bike is sick and it's fun. Full suspension, big travel bikes, penning it through gnarly stuff. That's good times. That's the fun stuff.
Maybe 2 of my friends mountain bike. All the rest of my other friends grew up playing hockey and bull riding and being rednecks, they do go 4-by-in, and I don't know, I got into mountain biking and I love it.
I think the sickest thing about building with the 3 best friends in the world is just going out there and picking the line, but actually watching how your original idea just changes into something way more gnarly than you ever imagined, and you just have to end up hitting it. You built it for yourself, you got to ride it.
Started riding when I was about 10, so I've been riding 7 years now, I guess. Never BMX'd or anything, just straight to the mountain bike, basically to get to school and back, and then started jumping off little things. And I always thought dirt jumping was the cool thing to do. I was like, oh, I'm really good at dirt jumping, probably because I could hit some little tabletops or something, but that definitely changed once I got a full suspension bike. My strength, maybe I feel confident most of the time. Try not to overthink anything and go for it.
My name is Bobby McMullen. I specialize, if you will, in downhill, freeride, and Super D, the speed events of the sport. You know, me being a legally blind double organ transplant recipient, there's a lot to lose. Moving left. I don't see out of my left eye and my right eye. I'm 1200 best corrected vision. If you were to imagine how I see, well, shapes and shadows and some color, movement to a certain extent. And even on a more practical sense, just close your left eye and look through a rolled up piece of paper with Vaseline over the lens. People go, well, you're not totally blind. Well, no, I'm not. I use the 20% side I have the best I can. I feel really lucky that I work with some great riders, but when I don't have that 20%, they get outside of a bike length or two, I don't see anything. And there are certain moments where the intensity level, intensity is super high all the time for me. I am just learning how to relax on the bike, and it is a tribute to the gear and it is a tribute to the people, but there's moments when I'm out there literally looking for movement, looking for shape, looking for shadows, looking for something. My instincts are to look to the ground, but when it's pitch black, running down any one of the trails up here, I'm depending on those guys. And for me, it's that element of risk, that element of excitement where I am running totally blind, if you will, chasing my guide that I ride my best. Come on, up, down. Forward, left, forward. Up. Got it. Kind of pushing the limits every day of my life. It's, you know, tomorrow's a long way away in my book.
Right.
Because I know every day I put my feet on the floor,
Come on.
I'm playing that day like it's the fourth quarter, like it's the last thing I'm gonna do.
On you. Whoa.
Nothing's broken, guys.
Good.
Pretty sure my day's done. But there is nothing better than having our breath taken away, being scared a little bit in my book. I'm gonna play every minute. I'm not gonna wait till the last 2 minutes of the game.
I'm René Wildhaber from Switzerland, born on a farm in Flumserberg. Parents didn't have a car, so I didn't see anything at all. So then later I did World Cup races that opened up my mind. My strategy in the Mega Avalanche races is always to go full gas and go as fast as I can on every section. It's this mixture, I think it's technical riding and physical strongness that gives me the advantage to win it. The Mega Avalanche race on Alpe d'Huez is a 27 kilometers long downhill race. I won this race 6 times. In 2008 I had a really bad start. I took the wrong side and there were so many riders on one line, just like we had one handlebar over the other. So I get stuck in the fence and later in a Eurosport camera and then in a pedal of another rider. Yeah, maybe I was starting on the 40th position. My strategy was still the same, to go full gas and go as fast as I can on every section. Then I get back in the downhill section, one after the other. Just before Alpe d'Huez, I was in front of the race. So on the flat part there, Remy Absalon came back and took me over, but in a short, steep climbing, I speeded up and I get back on first position, and from then on I could lead the race. After this bad start, I didn't think big things, so I stayed concentrated and believed in my chance.
Hi, my name is Lance McDermott. I'm 22 years old from Manchester, England.
I made the joke, I played the fool, I took time, made all the plans. I know I told you that we were supposed to have something booked for this weekend, but I changed my mind. I changed my mind, I changed my mind, I changed my mind, and I changed my mind. Well, it started getting cozy, girl, I let you control the reins. And despite what I knew to be true, well, I'd hope that things would change. I'd even say I can't completely blame my naivete, cause it was situations in retrospect when the things you say would shift direction when put into action. But I just let it whiz on by. People say LB is going awry, and I flip on, say that's not right.
We're here right now in Kranked, Whistler. It's like the biggest event of the year. For me, you know, riding contests is like the biggest part of mountain biking for me. I love riding my bike wherever I go. But when I go to a contest, it gives me such a, adrenaline. It gives me such a rush to ride with all the big guys, competing up there against other riders.
Well, looking back now as a young man, girl, in hindsight I regret I never listened to my better judgment, so my blind side got the best of me. But we live and learn. What you did in turn made me never ever settle for less than what I deserve. And once you mature, girl, you always be second best. I changed my mind. Yeah, I changed my mind.
Trying to throw down the biggest tricks that I can throw down and in front of a big crowd, it gives you a great feeling to know that a crowd's behind you and pushing you in the right direction, and everyone's proud to see you doing really well on a mountain bike and doing what you want to do and what you love doing.
Here we go. All the way with him. He wants to show her how to do it. He's bringing it home right now. Huge victory He's going back and forth. Look at this. He's
At the end of the day, if you've got big tricks, you're going to have big results. So.
Sanimugela nizobona ehlathini elihle labe Rocker khona. Welcome to South Africa to see the Mountain Biking World Cup. Wow!
When I was like about 10, 11, 12, I used to just ride BMX with my mates and just play around really, and we'd build jumps and go do stuff. And then there was a downhill race, and raced the first couple of downhills on a BMX, and then got a mountain bike and just went from there really.
When I was a lot younger, I always used to be into dirt jumping with my friends, and we always used to like make turns and stuff in the dirt jumps and have a laugh, and that was cool. And I was always like kind of one of the best at pissing around. And I did a race and did pretty good. I ended up winning it. So I guess that's when you know you're doing alright, when you're beating everyone else your age.
Hey, my name is Jamie Goldman. I'm from Santa Cruz, California. I like to ride big jumps, fast trails. My dad got me a job at Santa Cruz Bicycles. He knew the owner, Rob Roskop, real well. And it ended up being stuffing envelopes with stickers. Rob asked me if I had a bike. He was like, man, we really need to get you on a mountain bike. One day he just came up to me and he gave me a sweet new frame. I started riding every day and I was super stoked. After a while I started, calling in sick and stuff, just going riding. I was like 14, so I didn't want to go to work. Then after about a couple months of doing that, Rob came up to me one day and was kind of just like, man, I think we're gonna have to let you go. When I'm filming, I'm pretty particular about everything when it's on camera. Like, what gets used needs to be perfect, and it's hard sometimes to get the perfect shot, but it's worth it to get the right shot, especially if it's going to be used in a movie that so many people are going to see. Most of the time when I'm riding, it's not really for anybody else. It's just for me to go have fun, and I like to build stuff and go ride it and just be with my buddies. That's pretty much one of the biggest reasons that I ride. It's just be with all your friends and have fun.
Whenever I ride my bike, I'm always thinking about riding single track. No matter what I ride on, what kind of terrain, alpine, big mountains, big hits or whatever, it's always a trail in my head. If we're finding a big center line or if we're finding just smooth open slopes, it's always foot wide single track. It's like a piece of trail that I'm riding down, and when I'm looking at it, I just kind of see that. I don't see anything else. I just see the single track that, it's always in my head.
Whatever you call it. Do you feel alone when I'm in my head while you wait for me to take my breath? Or do you still feel clean when the only dirt is the dirt I left? How can you blame yourself when I did everything I wanted to?
know, it's just looking out in these mountains and just seeing everything, the potential that everything has. You can look at any peak or any mountain and be like, yeah, I see a trail down there, I see a trail down there.
Hi, I'm Sam Pilgrim. I'm a dirt jump rider, and I love to ride loads of different stuff. My bike is a Diamondback, it's a hardtail, and I pretty much try and do everything I can on it, from riding downhill stuff to dirt jumping obviously, and yeah, it's pretty cool. I like going really fast and drifting, and I like going big and doing big tricks and just linking all that stuff together to make some cool different riding is really exciting for me. At home I have an enduro motorbike, and when I'm riding on the downhill courses I try and kind of make it seem like that, so I like it when it's all wet and muddy and good fun like that. My bike is so good for me because I've made it so it's really light and easy to maneuver. It's like an aluminium frame, and the geometry is set out perfectly for me, and it just helps me get better and better when you have a perfect bike and it's so light like that, and you can just do tricks off everything. It's good fun.
Hey, it's Steve Romanuk here. We're in Châtel, France. About to tackle this alpine single track all the way to the bottom, and most high performance piece of metal I can get down to the bottom with faster than anything else in my mind. So that's what I try to represent in my section, is showing up at a place like this, a big alpine ski resort, and try to pin it all the way to the bottom.
couldn't even imagine my life without mountain biking right now. I'd be a lifer at the old sawmill. There's a lot of them in this town. I just wanted to be different. I want to be out in these epic zones. Just found some good shoot lines. And we found this one line, 360 in, and then it's got another drop right after it. It's been pretty gnarly, like, been sending it non-stop. I probably had one of the most heinous crashes I've had in a while.
When we set out to build a line, we try to envision our mountain as a giant sandbox.
We just love our giant sandbox. We just go out there and build whatever we can think of.
I'm Dylan, and all I want to do is shred.
My name's Curtis Robinson. If you build a berm, I will destroy it. Hey, I'm Norby, straight out of PG, and I like to party on the trails. Yo man, I'm Kyle J. I love this shit. Time reset forever.
thumbing in the air. I hit ground like I'm never even there. I'll be downtown, I'll be downtown, I'll be downtown, cause my heart is always there. Riding the streets, baby, don't you dare. Kick my dreams to the curb, not fair. We were downtown, we were downtown, we were downtown. Don't forget that we were there. Take me to the top, throw me in the air. I hit ground like I'm never even there. I'll be downtown, I'll be downtown, I'll be downtown, cause my heart is always there. Riding the streets, baby, don't you dare. Kick my dreams to the curb, not fair. We were downtown, we were downtown, we were downtown. Don't forget